One of the tests of a great business, and great leadership for that matter, running the business, is how many ways the leaders can get a result. When you start a business, you often think about a way of marketing a product. You might do a direct mail campaign. You might do it via social media. You might have salespeople go out and talk to potential clients. You might do a joint venture strategy. Well, those are 4 different ways I think I've mentioned that you can get a result. But the real key is figuring out whether you can get 14 ways, whether you can get 40 ways, whether you can get 50 ways of getting a result. Now, this might seem overwhelming, but this is really key because many people, when they run a company, they're really doing what I would call a home run strategy. I know because I have done this many times. I've relied on one way to get a result, and when that fails, I don't have another way of getting that result, or didn't have another way of getting that result. One failing I had as an entrepreneur was really knowing that I could bring in a big deal. And so I would really focus on a big deal and really put all of my energy into what I could do and not invent a lot of little ways to get to the financial result. Now, sure, we had other avenues and other approaches and other ideas, but fundamentally we were counting on that big deal, that big move. You'll find a lot of companies that are very successful are successful because they have a diverse way of getting there financially. In fact, many companies are successful in ways or because of things that you don't even know. You might not know, for example, that one aspect of their business is to supply something in a particular industry, or that they really make their money in one place, but you know them in another place. This is very common. Sometimes it is more, it's easier to market something in a certain way that will get attention, but the way to make money and the way to really build a profit is less glamorous, so they don't talk about that. Another reason why that is not often disclosed is for competitive reasons. You don't always want someone to know how you're doing it. So if you're starting a business or if you're growing a business, I want you to think, how many different ways can I get a result? Now keep this in mind. Every one of them does not have to be enormous in terms of what it can bring. It doesn't have to be a home run. It doesn't have to be the kind of thing that produces the $1 million a year at each level. It's the cumulative effect. In fact, as marketers, we know that there will be a large percentage of our overtures and our activities in the market that won't work. Well, what we're counting on are the ones that do work, the smaller percentage, the 10%, the 20%, the 30%. Those are home runs when it comes to marketing. So I want you to think about that and think about getting that into your strategy. How many different ways can we build revenue? How many different people can we sell it to? How many different days can we sell it? How many different ways can we break up this product? How many ways can we bundle it? How many ways can we price it? How many partners can we get out there? When you start to think in those terms, you've got the makings of a scalable business, something that you can build on and not something that is small and is going to be vulnerable to market shifts. And it's going to be very difficult to grow. There's more than one way to get your result. You've got to figure that out. Sit down and figure that out and keep tinkering with that, playing with that. You may find that your biggest revenue stream and your most profit comes from an area that you never anticipated. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Share it with someone that you know will value it. And make sure you subscribe to my channel because I've got a lot more coming in the future. I'll see you next time.